If we did a textual analysis of all of the messages, there is one word that comes up. It begins with L. Do you want to guess what it is?
Let me see. Go on.
It's liar. Lots of people think you're a liar.
Well,
are you a liar?
I know, and I think that if whether it's the bus, which in fact was the bus of truth. Or
this is the 350,000,
yes,
350 million.
350 million.
You admit in your book that was wrong.
No, I don't.
You do?
I say that it was in fact an underestimate because it was going to probably to rise.
No,
to
you don't. You say in the book that the real figure,
I know,
net figure is much lower.
No, sorry, I'm not going to have all this rubbish.
I've read your book.
Well, then
and you say the 170. It was more like 170 million.
Reflect properly. No, that is the net figure that the UK was sending to Brussels to be spent by the EU on projects in the EU. The rest was to be spent by the EU on projects in the UK with no control from the UK, right?
Yeah.
So that was why.
Let's not get too.
No, come on, come on. You see, that's the problem. You accuse me of being a liar. And then when I actually come back with the truth, you don't want to hear it. And the truth is that those numbers were going to go up. And yes, they tried to hang all that stuff around our the Remain campaign. Why don't you say that the Remain campaign were a bunch of liars for claiming that unemployment was going to go up by 1 million? Why don't you get them in and abuse?
I'll ask George Osborne.
Well, when did you last do that? I bet you've never. I bet you have never. I bet nobody has ever accused Remain of being big, fat, pants-on-fire liars for the things that they said about what was going to happen to this economy after Brexit. And the truth is, Osborne said there would have to be a punishment budget. They said that unemployment was going to go up. The reality is that I ended my premiership with unemployment at a 50-year low, with people in paid employment, 620,000 more of them before the pandemic began, and youth unemployment at a 50-year low. When I ended my premiership, we were the second biggest exporter of financial services, the fourth biggest exporter in the world, still attracting the lion's share of overseas investment into Europe, still the biggest. Why on earth do my opponents, our opponents, not your opponents, Matt?
I don't have any opponents.
Well, no, you're unchallenged on this show, but apart from my feeble efforts. But why are they allowed to get away with this? Why is it? Is it because the liberal media establishment basically are for Remain?